Arsenal believe they can plough Ferran Torres from Barcelona.
Hello my best friend, welcome back to Arsenal FC News.
Arsenal are reportedly feeling confident enough to hijack Ferran Torres from Barcelona in the January 2023 transfer market. Moreover, Torres is not Xavi's first choice in the Blaugrana squad. Ferran Torres was brought in by Barcelona from Manchester City in January 2022. He was purchased for a price that is reported to have reached £48 million. This news was claimed by a journalist named Dean Jones. He said Arsenal would approach Barcelona in January 2023 and was optimistic that they could bring the winger to the Emirates Stadium. He also said this was not the first time Arsenal wanted Torres. He said the winger had been targeted since last summer. They like Ferran Torres, and they obviously believe he might be available because they also inquired about him over the summer. So if they sniff around him again now, they sense something is up, Jones said. Arsenal is predicted to win when meet West Ham in Emirates. Arsenal will face West Ham at the Emirates Stadium in Week 17 of the 2022-2023 Premier League. The Premier League match between Arsenal vs West Ham will be held on Tuesday, December 27, 2022. The 2022 World Cup is over. Now, Arsenal are ready to continue their struggle in the league. Reflecting on the contrast in the performance of the two teams until before the World Cup break, Arsenal deserved to be the favourites to win. In the 8 matches before the World Cup break, Arsenal have never been touched by defeat. Arsenal even went through its last 3 Premier League matches with a win. Mikel Arteta's troops beat Nottingham Forest 5-0, Chelsea 1-0 and Wolverhampton 2-0 in succession. The last victory, over Wolverhampton, was achieved thanks to a pair of Martin Odegaard goals. In contrast to Arsenal, West Ham has always lost in its last 3 matches in the Premier League. David Moyes' team lost 0-1 to Manchester United, 1-2 to Crystal Palace and 0-2 to Leicester City. Arsenal are unbeaten in the last 6 duels against West Ham in the Premier League. The meeting record is also one of the reasons to favour them in the match later. Mikel Arteta urges Arsenal to continue their slick run in the English Premier League. Arsenal coach Mikel Arteta has urged his team to continue their fine form to win their first Premier League title since 2004, when England's top flight resumed after the World Cup break in Qatar 2022. Arsenal were now in incredible form, with 12 wins from 14 games, before the league was suspended in an unprecedented manner to allow for the first World Cup to be held while the Northern Hemisphere was in winter. Arsenal are currently 5 points clear at the top of the table from champions Manchester City, who are due to return to action on Wednesday against Leeds. Meanwhile, Newcastle are now in 3rd place and will travel to Leicester on Monday. The Magpies last won a major domestic trophy in 1955 and they are desperate to end that title drought. Champions League qualification also remains a real possibility, with Tottenham and Manchester United, in 4th and 5th respectively, could catch Newcastle. David Moyes praises Arteta's performance at Arsenal. Moyes thinks the potential opponents have grown rapidly. Arsenal returned to normal levels as one of the elite teams in Queen Elizabeth's country. According to him, the ideal time for the Hammers to face the Gunners should have been 3 seasons ago. Since Mikel Arteta came in, he has done a brilliant job, getting them going, winning a few trophies and going a bit against the grain, which one might think would not have happened, said the 59-year-old tactician, quoted from the club's official website, Friday, the 27th of December 2022. Not exaggerating what Moyes said. Slowly but surely, Arteta is making Arsenal even more difficult to stop. The Bullet Warehouse squad is now on the throne of the domestic league standings. The Spaniard seemed to silence his critics. He doesn't talk much in the media. He showed a real change on the pitch. As a manager, having players come into management and do well is a lot of fun, said Moyes.
See you again, Arsenal FC News.